Okay, in the previous class we studied about the cell, right? Cell is called as the fundamental unit of life. I have given you the explanation. Now let us study a bit about the cell theory. In 1855, a German physician and an anthrologist stated that the cells, whatever cells are present in your body, they occur from the pre-existing cells. Now what does this mean? It means that a cell which is present, it divides and forms new cell, right? So this theory is called as cell theory, which says that the cells or the new cells which arise are from the pre-existing cells. So this cell theory had three postulates which said that all living organisms are made up of cells. The first point is all the living organisms whichever are present on the earth, whether it is unicellular or multicellular, they are made up of cells. And cell is the fundamental and basic unit of life. That means all the activities which are taking place in living organisms are carried out by cell. And the third postulate is all the cells arise from the pre-existing cells. So this is a bit about the cell theory. Now let us go out to the main two things. Whenever we see living organisms, the two things which comes to our mind is animals, which includes even human beings, and plants. So today let us study about the structure of plant cell and animal cell. Let us go with the differentiation of plant cell and animal cell. Remember children, 70% or you can say 80% of the cell organelles in plant cell and animal cell are same. There is a bit of differentiation between a plant cell and animal cell. So let us start with the differentiation between plant cell and animal cell. Now let us go with the structure of a plant cell. Plant cells are spherical in structure, you can say, or you can say hexagonal. I stand correct. They are hexagonal in structure. Whereas animal cells are spherical in structure. Right? Now let me remove this barrier between the plant cell and animal cell so that it is easy for us to understand. Now, the outer wall in a plant cell, there are two walls in a plant cell. The outer wall is called as the cell wall. Let me write it here. The outer wall is called as the cell wall, which is present only in plants. The cell wall is present only in plants, whereas animal cell lacks this cell wall. Then what is this membrane called? This membrane and one more membrane which is present inside the plant cell, these are called as plasma membrane. These are called as plasma membrane. Is nucleus. The nucleus in plant cell is not in the center, okay? It is a bit in the side. Whereas the nucleus in animal cell is large and prominent. The word I am using here is prominent. Prominent means it can be clearly seen or clearly visible, right? So this is the nucleus. The next important point in a cell wall is a large vacuole. This is called as a vacuole, a large and prominent vacuole. Here the nucleus is not prominent, but this vacuole is prominent, means clearly visible. are very small. They are very small. Then next to the nucleus are, so let me write this first. Surrounding the nucleus is endoplasmic reticulum. Surrounding the nucleus is endoplasmic reticulum. Same way, surrounding to the nucleus is endoplasmic reticulum. Now these endoplasmic reticulum are having a spherical structure attached to them. They are having a spherical structure attached to them. And these spherical or round structures are called as ribosomes. Okay? So these spherical structures are called as ribosomes. Since these ribosomes are attached to this endoplasmic reticulum, they are called as rough endoplasmic reticulum. Okay, so these are called as rough endoplasmic reticulum. Once again I repeat, surrounding the nucleus are endoplasmic reticulum, and these endoplasmic reticulum have spherical structure attached to them, right? And these spherical structures are called as ribosomes. And since these ribosomes are attached to this endoplasmic reticulum, it is called as rough endoplasmic reticulum. And one more is present, that is smooth endoplasmic reticulum, which are not having the endoplasmic reticulum attached to them. So these are called as smooth endoplasmic reticulum. These are called as smooth endoplasmic reticulum. Again, this structure, specialized structures called as mitochondria. Mitochondria are present both in plant cell as well as in animal cell. We will be studying about each cell organelle in detail in the upcoming classes. This is just about the structure of a cell. So you have endoplasmic reticulum which are distributed throughout the cell. Okay, so these are called as mitochondria. These are called as mitochondria. The next is the Golgi apparatus, which extend from the nucleus to the plasma membrane. Same in a plant cell also. These are called as Golgi apparatus. So let me take here. So these are the Golgi apparatus. Then both the cells are filled with a fluid called cytoplasm. this fluid is called as cytoplasm. Then there are spherical structures which are called as ribosomes. And one more important structure which are also spherical in shape and are called as lysosomes. Apart from that, animal cell consists of centrioles which are present only in animal cell and absent in plant cell. Right? So these are centrioles which are present in animal cell but they are absent in plant cell. Right? So this is about the differentiation of plant cell and animal cell. We shall repeat. Plant cell has a cell wall, presence of cell wall, but animal cell there is absence of cell wall. The next layer in the plant cell is the plasma membrane which is also present in animal cell. Here this structure centrioles is absent in plant cell whereas animal cell the centrioles are present. As I said, nucleus is prominent, clearly visible in animal cell but the vacuole in the plant cell is clearly visible. So the vacuole is prominent and it takes almost 90% of space in a plant cell. And these are the different cell organelles in the plant cell. So this was all about the differentiation between plant cell and animal cell. Now let us move towards the movement of molecules that takes place, right? So first we shall study few definitions which are required in the later chapter. The first definition is diffusion. You all have studied about diffusion in your lower classes, right? So diffusion is nothing but movement of molecules from a region of higher concentration to a region of a lower concentration is called as a diffusion. Are you clear? No? Okay. So let me make it a bit clear. You have studied about the process of respiration in plants. How does it take place? We say that, or the process of photosynthesis. What happens? The plants take in carbon dioxide. I am speaking about the process of photosynthesis. The plants take in carbon dioxide and give out oxygen. Now, how is that they are taking in the carbon dioxide and giving out oxygen? This process is carried out by the process called diffusion. Now, you know, stomata in a plant cell are responsible for taking in carbon dioxide and giving out oxygen. Now, if you look inside a plant cell, okay, the amount of carbon dioxide which is present inside the leaf of the cell is very less, but in the atmosphere it is very much, right? So this is the region of higher concentration and this is the region of a lower concentration. So what happens in this process? The molecules from the atmosphere which is higher in concentration moves into the region where there is a lower concentration, right? So this movement of molecules from higher concentration to lower concentration is called as a diffusion. I hope it is clear. Or in other terms, this is a region which is having the molecules in a higher concentration, right? Now the movement of these molecules from higher concentration to lower concentration is definition. These two definitions are very, very important, children. So you need to by heart. I am saying you need to by heart them. Okay. The next process is osmosis. Osmosis is similar to that of a diffusion. Movement of molecules from higher concentration to lower concentration. The only difference is presence of semi-permeable membrane. Presence of a semi-permeable membrane. Here also, once again I am giving the definition for you. Movement of solvent. Solvent, I can say water molecules from a solution. For example, I take a bowl, I pour water in that, right? Okay, let me show it with a diagram. I take a bowl, I pour water in it, right? This is the water. Then I keep the raisins. Now what are raisins? Raisins in Kannada what we call it as manukku, right? No matter dried grapes. When I keep it in water for a night, what do you observe? The size of the raisins, which was earlier this much, they bulge and the size becomes double than what it was. Right? Now what has actually taken place here? The thing that has taken place here, when these raisins are placed in the bowl, what happens? The water enters. The water enters the raisins. And the water gets accumulated in the raisins, because of which the raisins bulged up. What you call it as swelling. So this swelling is caused because of the movement of water molecules from the region of higher concentration to the region of lower concentration. Right? Now when this water molecules which are in higher concentration pass into this lower concentration, they have to pass this membrane. So this acts as a semi-permeable membrane. I hope it is clear to you, children. Okay? The movement of water molecules from a region of higher concentration to a region of lower concentration through a semi-permeable membrane. So this point is very important. Through a semi-permeable membrane is called as